What is this? The third party bid that can sabotage Trump and Biden?
Abandoning the Democratic Party to run for re-election as a third party candidate.
You're here to make a significant announcement.
What?
I've registered as an Arizona independent.
Oh, I thought she was running for president. What?
There was one organization that was absolutely psyched.
A centrist group called No Labels.
No labels.
No labels.
They call themselves No Labels and bill themselves as a centrist group seeking common sense solutions for the majority of Americans.
No Labels is quietly mobilizing a major bid to launch a bipartisan unity ticket.
But we followed a money trail that leads through Aspen, luxury resorts, jaunts to Europe, and undisclosed locations.
Bro, why would I watch this, dude? What is this? Fail 21, The Folly of Man. There's 119 views. What's going on?
In Washington, D.C. to discover a deeper story about who is behind No Labels and what's really in it for them.
Why do they keep, like... I don't get it. Like, America is already a neoliberal shithole, right? So... Why do they keep like restructuring and revamping the same old shit? Like the Third Way did this, the Forward Party, No Labels. Like, dog, the centrist party is the Democratic Party already. Like, why do you want like an even more centrist Democratic Party? They are already the centrist party. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what the fuck do you mean?
Until this point, No Labels has really just been a gilded cabal of dark money, a lobbying group that worked on the inside. For this upcoming election cycle, No Labels is actually becoming its own political party, and they're aiming to run a bunch of corporate-sponsored third-party candidates in critical elections. We're not talking random weirdo candidates either.
Mandatory toothbrushing law.
You'll probably
I'll take just about any alternative to the DNC GOP. What are you, crazy? What are you, insane? Your alternative to the DNC and GOP, your alternative to the Democratic Party and the Republican Party is just more annoying Democrats? Like, what the fuck? Yo, what is that, by the way? What am I peeking on? What am I peeking at in the fucking shelves of this young Jebediah? What is that? What's that about? Is that the Bible? Is that the Quran? No. Even better.
probably recognize some of their names. Along with Kyrsten Sinema in Arizona, rumor has it that they want Joe Manchin to run as an independent against Joe Biden for president. Usually, running a third-party candidate is a bit like lighting money on fire, and with more than $70 million raised already for this operation, No Labels is going to be hosting a bonfire. It begs the question, what's in it for the people behind this scheme? As a result of a 2010 court ruling, No Labels' political arm does not have to disclose its donors while it works to get online on election ballots. But thanks to some sleuthing, we do know a fair amount about No Labels' past donors. Coca-Cola, General Electric, pharma giant Johnson & Johnson, and oil and gas company Pioneer Natural Resources have all made five-figure donations to No Labels over the years. So has the Consumer Technology Association, whose members...
I don't get it. Like, why? Why don't you just give it directly to the Democratic Party? Like, this is what I don't understand, actually, okay? Legitimately, like, what the fuck? First of all, five-figure donations to a fucking 501c4 is nothing, okay? Like, it's nothing. From Coca-Cola? What are you, fucking joking? To a 501c4, five figures is like you throwing a fucking penny away, okay? So just remember that. Like, it sounds crazy, but we're talking about dark money, okay? The entire point of it is, like, literally you get away with pumping straight up unlimited funds into, these ridiculous organizations. But even then, it just, like, doesn't make sense. Like, why are you throwing money away? I don't understand it. Like, it's not like the fucking Forward Party or whatever, the No Labels parties are, like, actually gonna... They're not gonna do anything. It's stupid. The same as the Democratic Party.
Members as of 2020 included Amazon, AT&T, Google, Humana, Nvidia, Verizon, Walmart, and others. We'll get to why they're throwing so much money at this effort in just a second. Private equity firms.
What do you mean, what about tax breaks? First of all, Democrats do that too. Like, Democrats either A, don't stand in the way when Republicans do it, or B, end up, like, solidifying tax cuts that were supposed to sunset. Obama did that, by the way. Yeah, we must take these tax cuts for the wealthy that are slated to sunset, and we must make them permanent.
Firms, you know, the people gutting hospitals, nursing homes, and driving up your rent, love Kirsten Sinema. And it turns out they're big fans of No Labels too. Puck News recently revealed that Steven Schwartzman, the billionaire CEO of private equity giant Blackstone, is a major donor to the group. Blackstone's business model is built on exploiting major economic downturns and national crises like COVID and the Great Recession. The billionaire hedge fund CEO Louis Bacon also got in on the action. He maxed out his contributions to Kirsten Sinema and tossed $1 million to No Labels a week after doing the same for the Republican Party. Then there's Nelson Peltz, a billionaire investor and major Trump backer.
He's been my man through the last 4 years because he's done amazing things to the economy, amazing things.
He gave $900,000 to 2 No Labels PACs and maxed out to Kirsten Sinema. Then there's James Rupert Murdoch, the son of Fox News founder Rupert Murdoch, the media magnate who has done more harm to democracy than nearly anyone on the planet. Okay, except for maybe one person. Harlan Crow, a Nazi memorabilia collector and Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas's...
Hold up. Hold on now. He collects them to know how evil they are. He just looks at it. He's the guy reading Mein Kampf, but reading it in the most disapproving way possible so everybody knows. He's like, he's doing this. I hate this. Finger wagging in between turning the page. Pure evil in my hands. That is one of the funniest, dude. That I will never forget that line. It's so fucking good. I kind of want to watch it again. I have to play it. We have to play it. We have to play the pure evil in my hands. We have to play it. I found it.
Lots of guns being shot in the air. It's one of the big machine says I think you could do some damage to this.
Wait, where is it? Oh. Wait, what? They cut it.
50. Get it right, you put it in.
Oh my god, they cut it!
We were wondering. Okay. All right.
The one on YouTube has it. Fuck. No, I didn't skip it. I'm pretty sure he literally cut it.
It's time to go gun shopping. Here's an Italian machine.
The original video was like, the original video was this long too. Gavin McInnes cut it out. He was like, no, man, it's not evil, actually.
Here's an Italian machine. This is like a Kalashnikov? Kalashnikov. It says it's a muzzleite. I think you could do some damage to this.
I know he's holding the Luger when he says it. They cut the part out. Aw, that sucks. The joke has passed now.
Rifle.
German.
German. World War II. Nazi gun. Pure evil in my hand.
Okay, they added music onto it. That's why it's not. It doesn't hit as hard.
Nazi gun. Pure evil in my hand.
Nazi gun. Pure evil in my hand. It's so good.
Billionaire benefactor. Crow donated $130,000 to No Labels between 2019 and 2021, according to documents obtained by the New Republic. But why would the billionaires at No Labels want Sinema on the ballot so badly? For one, they're really big fans of her work. Let's follow the money trail back in time to September 2021, when Democrats were trying to hammer out their massive Build Back Better bill. It was filled with super popular programs like universal childcare, which even 70% of Republicans approved of. You would think that No Labels would be all in on something that so united the country, except that it would have been paid for by raising taxes on the wealthiest Americans. Given the choice between national unity and hoarding billions of dollars, you can probably guess which one an organization with a coal power plant owner, a plastics maker and fossil gas owner, a defense contractor executive, and corporate lobbyist on the board wound up choosing. Sinema made the same choice, refusing to sign on to a bill that raised taxes on billionaires. And as a leaked email revealed, No Labels appreciated it so much that the director of the Billionaire Front Group sent an email telling all of his donors to call Sinema's office and express their gratitude. A month later, the group made it public with this well-produced TV ad.
They call Kirsten Sinema a lot of stuff. We call her tough, independent, principled, always fighting for two-party solutions and for jobs. A senator America can be proud of.
All that public celebration was nice, but the big checks that Sinema received at fundraisers with No Labels donors were even nicer. It netted her over $1 million over just a few months. She did the same thing just about 1 year later on the Inflation Reduction Act. Democrats.
She's just like, dude, I think I am a misogynist. I think I'm a misogynist because she is like the most annoying person in Congress. Like, I think pure evil in my hands. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's like misogyny or if she's just like worse than George Santos exists. Wait, you think George Anthony DeValder Santos is in any way, shape, or form anywhere near as damaging, devastating, annoying, smarmy, self-important piece of shit like Kirsten Sinema? Are you out of your fucking mind? George Santos serves more cunt before breakfast than Kirsten Sinema ever has tried to serve in her entire life. Okay? How dare you, sir? How fucking dare you, dude? George Santos is entertaining. He's crazy. He's out of control. He's defrauding Republican Party voters. Like, he was a fucking queen. He was a drag queen and he slayed. Her net worth went from $300K to $11 million in one term. Yeah, and like, dude, this is like grounds for capital punishment, okay? Like, in a normal society where we have fucking laws and we're like, oh, wow, actually, we're totally against corruption. That's the punishment. That is like a normal punishment for a situation like that. But we don't live in that society, obviously. We live in a fucking bullshit one where that is not the case.
Democrats met incessantly with her, hoping to raise taxes on the wealthy, but the closed-door meetings with billionaires were
this
much
is a society
more
where it would be capital punishment.
No Labels donors were especially generous. Sinema.
I'm just saying, dude, like, it's just crazy, man.
Sinema walked away with huge donations from billionaire Donald Trump superfans Henry Kravis, the co-founder of the world's largest private equity firm, anti-union Home Depot founder Ken Langone, and Nelson Peltz, who donated after Sinema put in a request to visit him. There were also meet and greets with corporate lobbyists, max gifts from the head of Mitt Romney's old company, Bain Capital, and more than $44,000 from the good folks at the private equity megalith Blackstone. The Business Roundtable, a group of 200 CEOs, and the Chamber of Commerce, which represents some of the biggest corporations in the world, were both enamored with Sinema's work. The Roundtable gave Sinema $187,000, while the Chamber gave Sinema $450,000 and a special award for ultimately blocking Build Back Better. And we can't forget Merck, the beloved pharmaceutical company, donated to Sinema as she weakened efforts to lower prescription drug prices. At the end of the day, these billionaires and large corporations are deeply invested in maintaining the status quo and opposing Democrats' agenda for working people. Sinema's atrocious polling numbers and lack of any non-billionaire constituency may mean that she's not likely to win any Senate election. And Joe Manchin doesn't have any better chance at becoming president as a third-party candidate. But getting Sinema or Manchin on the ballot is likely No Labels donors' best hope of enacting their agenda. If Sinema plays spoiler for Democrats, handing the race and maybe the Senate to Republicans, it would guarantee that their tax breaks continue. Considering their net worth, cutting some checks to Kyrsten Sinema is probably the safest bet in DC.
I think it's funny because, like, there is no, I don't know what to say about this because, like, you know, no disrespect for the More Perfect Union guys. Obviously, I love them. You know, great video overall. But, like Kyrsten Sinema already got the bag and she did what she was supposed to do. It's over now. Like, she didn't want a long career. In my opinion, she cast aside. She left behind a lot of money that she could have made over a much longer history in Congress. And in a way, I think she just went for short-term profits. But I don't really know. I mean, she's 100% going to the private sector, though. I think about this a lot. I was showering the other day, and I was literally, I don't know why I was thinking about this, but I was like, why would anyone hire Kyrsten Sinema now when she is so toxic? And are Democrats and Republicans so fucking stupid that they would let her into the halls of Congress to engage in any kind of lobbying? Because, like, that kind of access that you are paying for, and you pay a lot of money for that kind of access, for the record, you're paying for that kind of access because, like, people like to be around you. People think you're cool. You know, people respect your the amount of time you've put in Congress, and that's how you get the inside scoop on a lot of things, or you can, like, put a bill in front of a fucking congressperson. Yeah, to lobby, you need to have friends there. I don't think Kyrsten Sinema has spent enough time in Congress to even develop that relationship, and she certainly does not have friends there. Or if she does, for the record, if the Democratic Party will allow her back in to the halls of Congress, they also deserve much, much worse penalties, in my opinion, because, like, she sold them out. She sold the Republicans out in such a the Democrats out in such a dramatic capacity. Like, they gave her a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be a superstar in the Democratic Party. It blows my fucking mind. Like, what she did is basically a much larger version of what that dumbass psycho in North Carolina did. You know what I'm talking about? What was her name? The lady who, like, switched parties in North Carolina. I'm forgetting her name now because she's irrelevant. She's a fucking stupid piece of shit. But, like, that's what Kyrsten Sinema basically did. Trisha Cotham, thank you. That's what Kyrsten Sinema did in Arizona, and it had national implications. Like, it's crazy. I don't know how to... Like, I don't know how anybody ever allows her back into the Congress. Quite literally committed political suicide for the bag after being propped up for an incredible amount of opportunity within the Democratic Party. No green senator ever gets an opportunity like that. You think they let first-term senators... dictate a bipartisan, like, massive infrastructure and budget bill? Are you fucking crazy? You think they let first-term senators sit with, like, lifelong politicians? Like, from where I'm standing, I don't give a fuck about any of this shit, right? But they do. This is all they care about. They're like academics in the sense that they care about the symbolism of this kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's all they have. So the fact that the Democrats gave her that opportunity was insane. What? Sorry, I linked the sub-media link. They're an anarchist collective that has been around for ages. The video was basically a news report about the ongoing crisis in Sudan, where tons of left-wing militant groups are fighting for socialist ideals. It also covered the eviction of 2 anarchist squats that was being pushed by a far-right Spanish MMA group. What the fuck? Okay, but remember this? I do remember this. This is her all dolled up for this moment. Go up and hit the fucking.
Miss Cinema. No.
I see red when I fucking see Kirsten Cinema do that. Like, it just might. I only see blood. There's nothing else.